Hey mama, I know that life is crazy. The kids are crazy. Work is a little bit crazy. It's hard to balance the mompreneur life and kiddos and all the other things. I get it. If you're anything like me when I got started, you have the intentions of a thriving business as a nap time warrior or in the mini mom cracks of the day. So today, I just want to have a really candid conversation with you about the truth and the reality of that happening in your life. And the question is, can you really build a six-figure business in the mom cracks? I know that's hilarious, right? The mom cracks, but it's true. The mom cracks of the day without a plan, without a strategy. And what if the answer is no? What can we do about it? Let's flip that script today, mama, and let's dig in. Welcome to the More to Motherhood podcast. If you have a calling on your heart to play bigger, to impact more people with your business, mission, or the team that you've created, but you can't seem to get there, then this is the perfect podcast for you. Together, we will rise by smashing the glass ceilings and stepping into our greatest potential. Hi, I'm Kristen, busy wife and mama of three, top 1% network marketer, and your new sassy best friend. I believe that as a busy mom boss, you have what it takes inside of you to be an incredible mom and an empowered businesswoman. If you're ready to do the work, I'm ready to be your BFF and mentor you on this journey to help you create your six-figure side hustle and beyond. It's time to uncover the more inside of your motherhood. Let's do this. So before we get started, y'all, I just have to let you know that I have a course that is incredible. If I do say so myself, it literally is the step-by-step process of how I built my six-figure business, the 6 key parts that I needed to do in order to create that six-figure side hustle. And so my course, the Six-Figure Side Hustle Blueprint, is available. And if you put MTM as the code, and I'll put it in the notes, then you can get $50 off of this course. So it's bit.ly/six-figure side hustle blueprint. I know it's a mouthful, but if you go there or my website, moretomotherhood.com, go to courses, you can find the six-figure side hustle blueprint and you can put in that code MTM50 and get $50 off the course. That is literally how I built my business to 6 figures, and that is the plan. And if you want to add Voxer access to me, you can just hit me up on Instagram at More to Motherhood. Would love to connect with you. Would love to help you build your six-figure side hustle. Okay, so let's dig into today's episode. I always hear I'm too busy, or the number one struggle that I hear from moms that are really trying to make a side hustle work is that they just don't have the time. They get so busy. They're working full time. They have the kids. I mean, all the things, right? And then you're so exhausted that you just don't have time to build your business, or you feel like you don't have time. But I can tell you that you cannot build a six-figure business without a plan. Okay, you need a strategy. And if you're super intentional and you have a plan and a strategy, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. You can build your business and the mom cracks of the day to 6 figures, as long as you're intentional, as long as you have a strategy, as long as you have a plan, right? If you're just throwing spaghetti against the wall and hoping something will stick and build your business to 6 figures that way, I'm going to tell you it's not going to happen. Okay, trust me. I have been on both sides of the coin. I have thrown spaghetti at the wall and it didn't work. And then I have been super intentional and strategic about my time and how I'm going to work my business and making sure that I'm consistent working it every day in the mom cracks of my days. But I have a plan and it works. You can build 6-figure business if you have a plan. So today I'm going to answer that question, which I just did, that you can build a business in the mom cracks of the day as long as you're intentional, as long as you have a strategy, as long as you have a plan. And I'm going to give you a few how-tos so that you can really build a 6-figure business in those mom cracks of your day or as a nap time warrior, because I know that I do work when my daughter Riley is taking a nap as well. That's like my prime time where my other 2 kids can either go outside or they can have their own laptop or iPad time so that mama can get some work done. So yes, you can, mama, you can do this, but there are a few things that you have to do to make this dream of yours come to fruition and have it not just be another hobby. So let's break it down right now. Okay, so number 1, I'm going to be so honest with you guys. It is hard and you're going to feel like it's a waste of time, but I'm telling you, if you've ever heard the expression, slow is fast, It's so true. So you want to get super organized in your business. And this might require you to take a couple steps back for a second and plan out your business and get all the things organized, get all those sticky notes, collect it, put it in one spot, get your names together, get your list together, get organized, look at your schedule, figure out what times you're working, put those in your schedule and work backwards. What are the times that you know are nap time? Okay. Even if you have other children, you can make this work. You know, not that all your kids nap. I have 3 children, only 1 naps now, but the nap time with the littlest one, it's hardest. So when she goes to bed, that becomes my work time, and that becomes the time that the kids get to do their iPad or computer or screen time or TV time. So that I have my hour or 2 that I can work in my business on the weekends. And then, hey, you guys, I still work full time. I have my own sign language interpreting business, and I am working about 35, 40 hours a week. And so I work my business a lot at night when my kids go to bed, and bedtime is a hard and fast rule for me. So number 1, you have to get organized, okay? Get organized with your list, get organized with your schedule, get organized with your kids' schedules, and create that structure. Kids love that structure too. I know I love that structure and that predictability in my schedule. So get organized, mainly with your list. I'm going to tell you, if you're in network marketing, you need to organize your list. You need to organize your follow-up. You need to organize the names in your list, when you're going to follow up, the samples you have going out. Everything needs to be super organized. Then you want to time block with intentionality. So you want to time block. So that's what I'm talking about. Looking at your schedule, looking at your kids' schedule, put all of that in, your work, your kids' activities, all the things, and then figure out when your kids nap, when you have 30 minutes at a time where you can actually work your business. And those are hard and fast. And you have to know not only what time you're working in your business, but you also have to know what you're actually doing in that time block. So say, for example, on Monday at 4 o'clock, you have 30 minutes. What are you doing during that time? Are you following up? Are you sending out messages? Are you organizing content? Are you doing your content creation at that time? Are you sending out samples? Like, it has to be like, this is what I'm doing during that 30 minutes, because if not, you're going to use that whole 30 minutes to figure out what you're going to do. And then the time's going to be over and you're going to have gotten nothing done. So it's not only the time blocking, but also the knowing what the activity is that you're going to be doing during that time, so you're not wasting time. You don't have to work all day to make this business work, but you have to be careful with your time and not get stuck down the rabbit hole of scrollaxing. So you end up on social media, you're like, I'm going to follow up for 30 minutes. And then a message comes in, and then you see a post, and then you're reading it, and then you're commenting, you're liking, and then you're in stories. And now your plan is ruined, essentially, because you have not organized your time efficiently, and you have gone down the rabbit hole of, scrollaxing. So if you're on social media for 30 minutes following up, then you're only following up. It doesn't matter if a message comes in. It doesn't matter if a post goes up. It doesn't matter if you see your friend's story. You can write a note to go back to it later, but you are doing that one specific task, okay? Do not get squirreled. Do not get sidetracked. The third thing is ask for help or delegate. So if you need help, that means like with the kids, like you have a plan, you need to talk to your family too. This is another piece, but getting your family involved in your business is going to be huge, because if your husband or your spouse or your significant other and your kids know what you're doing and know when your work times are, your kids are going to be less apt to bother you, because no, this is mommy's work time. My kids know now, only if it's an emergency do they come and bother me, or ask for something or another snack, right? And you need to be able to ask for help. So if your spouse, like for example, my husband is off Monday nights and Tuesdays, that's it. He works 6 days a week. It's just me on the weekends. It's a lot. But if I want to get my work done, sometimes on Mondays, I'm like, you need to pick up the kids. I'm going to work this 5 to 6 block instead of going to get the kids like I normally do. My husband picks up the kids on Monday and Tuesday. Or at 7 o'clock, I have a class that I run. He watches the kids for me and puts the littlest one to bed. So asking for help and delegating tasks. And if you need help delegating tasks, you can go on Fiverr for business tasks, and you can find a virtual assistant for like $5 an hour. So there's always that. It doesn't have to cost you a lot of money, but talking to your kids, talking to your spouse or your significant other, asking for help. And then if you need to delegate tasks, you can get a virtual assistant for very cheap, very affordable. And I've had some really great VAs from Fiverr. And then the other piece that I already kind of said is have a plan. So where do you want to be in the next 30 days? You have to have a goal that you're striving for, and you have to have steps in order to get there. So if your goal is to make $500 this month, well, break it down. How many members do you need to get? How many customers do you need to get? And break that down by week. Break it down into smaller steps so that you can actually check it off a list or achieve it. And if you haven't heard of my 30-day action plan on how to hit your goals and how to launch your business or relaunch your business, that was last episode. So you can go back to last episode after you listen to today's podcast episode and take a listen to that as well, because you are able to break everything down step by step, small steps, have a plan and have a goal in mind so that you know what you're aiming for, right? Because it's really hard to hit a target that you can't see. So if you set that up at the beginning of the month, that this is your goal and these are the steps that are going to take you there, then the reality of your goal being met is that much higher, right? So I built my business this way. I know that it is truly possible. And so these are my tips for y'all today. But the answer to this question is yes, you can build a business as a nap time warrior or in the mom cracks of your day. So I just want to take a moment to remind you guys, the 6-figure side hustle blueprint, you're going to get $50 off. Just put in there MTM50 and you will be able to get there. You can grab that course by going to my website, moretomotherhood.com, go to the courses section, launch your 6-figure side hustle, or bit.ly/6-figure side hustle blueprint and grab your course there. Remember, you get 50 off. Thank you guys so much for listening. And I'm so excited for next week. I hope you're celebrating those wins because that's what we're going to be talking about. All right. Have a great day. Bye.
Hey mama, real quick before you go, if this episode helped you in some way, or you got value or learned something new from today's episode, or you just feel more inspired right now, the number one way that you can thank me is to leave me a 5-star written review. That is the number one thing I ask for showing up for you guys each week is a quick written review right over on the Apple Podcast app. I'd be so grateful. Thank you so much for being here. Just know that you can create the life of your dreams and turn your passion and purpose into your paycheck. Until next time, mama, don't forget, you are called for more.